Hello, it's Daryl at 10 Foot Truck. I'm just going to talk about a job I did yesterday that didn't turn out too good because of one mistake I made, just to warn people who are using the app LoadUp, which is a app that's for junk removal. Most of it, I think, is mattress removals. I think what it is they contract with these mattress companies that are shipping out these mattresses that are in boxes. So you get the mattress in the box and then it opens up and it, I think it's like the latex or whatever. If the customer doesn't want, I guess, wants to return it, doesn't like it, well, they can't put the thing back in the box. So they contract with LoadUp to get drivers to pick those up and to donate them or whatever, dispose of them, however that works. I decided I was going to try one out, and it was kind of far away. It was into Idaho, which, I mean, it's not that far from where I live on the border of Idaho. But it was a little bit further than I usually go for those pickups for that price. But I figure, well, I don't have to take it to the dump, so I don't have to charge. I can donate it. So I got the job all lined up, and the day that you have the job, once you accept the job, it'll give you all the details. What I did is I emailed the customer, or I texted the customer saying I'm going to be there within this time. They give you a window of opportunity. It's like they'll give you like a 4-hour window, and so I wanted to make sure the customer was going to be there. So I text messaged her that I'd be there at a certain time, and I had the address on the app and all that, mapped it out, and unfortunately, when I got there, the customer said, "Well, this is not where you're supposed to pick it up. You're supposed to pick it up in this other city, which is like 100 miles away." What happened is, I guess the mattress had been delivered to that address, and then the person had moved, who bought the mattress or whatever. So what happened is, there's no way I was going to drive to that other distance. So I contacted that customer and said, unfortunately, the app gave me the wrong, or had the old address, and they didn't update it. And I guess she had updated and made sure she had tried to update it, but for some reason it didn't update. So when I called customer service, or the customer support for the drivers, they informed me that what I was supposed to do is, which I thought about it later, as I should have confirmed the address before I left, confirming that was the correct address. I just assumed that the app had the correct address, but I guess sometimes there's glitches in those apps. That's happened with Uber a couple times too, with Uber Eats. But so there's a glitch, and so it kind of cost me some money on that for gas. So I learned my lesson. So I have one coming tomorrow, and I'm going to do, and I'm going to confirm the address because it's actually kind of far away too. That's going to be like picking up 4 items, I think 2 mattresses and 2 box springs. So I'm going to confirm before I go there, so that I won't have to deal with some kind of glitch that's going on. So if you're doing LoadUp or any app, but the other apps, you don't really contact, you're not really in communication with the customer like that. With this one, since you're going to be picking up some big items, large items, and it's a little bit different than like Uber Eats or Grubhub, I think it's probably the best practice to confirm, text message the customer or call and confirm that the address that you have listed in the app is the address that for the pickup. And if I would have done that, I wouldn't have wasted 2 hours of my time, dealing with that, and it was kind of upsetting. But I accept the fact that I made the mistake. I don't know if the app can resolve some of that glitch. I don't know how that works. Technically, I'm not a technical person. I'm sure they made a note of that because that might have happened before. I think one time there was another job through them that I noticed it was listed in the Spokane area, but when I looked at the actual address, it was in California, and it's because somehow the person who wrote down when they filled it out, they wrote the zip code wrong. And I think in those programs, in a lot of these programs, when you put the zip code, it's going to automatically put that city. And I don't think they noticed it, because some zip codes are so close together. So that could have been it right there. So so tomorrow I'm not going to do that, make that mistake. So, you learn, you live and learn. I mean, it's going to cost mistakes. It may cost you money. It's going to cost waste of time. But a lot of times that's the only way you learn, and you learn the hard way. And then, of course, I'll probably never make that mistake again. I was pretty angry, but I realized it was something that I could have avoided if I would have, been more thorough with communicating with the customer. And normally, like with my on my personal jobs through my own company, when I'm booking jobs, I always confirm and make sure that they text me the address and that. But through the apps, I got kind of used to doing these other apps because they're all kind of different. But I kind of got just used to just seeing the address and going there, because that's kind of like the food ones. They just, the address is there. It's kind of all embedded in the app. Like you press the button and it opens up the map, whether Google Maps or Waze, and then you just go there. But even in those cases, sometimes the customer made a mistake. I've had a couple of those. I had one on Uber where the guy, he was a truck driver, and I think he had ordered his food in his home, but he was on the road, so he was going to like a truck stop. It's like 25 miles away outside of town. And I think that's kind of where he wanted to get the actual delivery to, was where it's the truck stop. But I think when he was in the app, he just, I don't know if it was just automatically used his original address that he used before, and he forgot to update it. I'm not sure. But that cost him his food, because at that point I couldn't drive that far. It wouldn't be worth my time or gas for that kind of pay. So he had to forfeit that, or we had to forfeit that delivery. And he got his, they give the customer a refund. I don't know what happened with that delivery yesterday, or the pickup for the mattress. They probably had to find another provider in that area to go pick it up, which probably cost maybe another day. Who knows? It's and when you're talking about these apps using trucks, like box trucks, which I have as a box truck. Not everybody has a box truck in their yard, or even a pickup truck. I mean, a lot of people do these days, pickup trucks, but a big box truck is not common. So in those apps, a lot of them require something like that. I would say that delivery, you could probably have done it with a pickup truck, but like the one I'm doing tomorrow, which is going to be like king size mattresses, queen mattress, and box springs and all that, I wouldn't really put that much stuff in the back of a pickup truck. I mean, you can, but it's just a lot of work tying it all down. And those mattresses, you have to really, it's better just throw that in a box truck. So it's more efficient. So my point was, well, I got to the point about making sure you're thorough with communication with the customers, and making sure the address and the time, all that's correct before you get on the road and find out later that you went to the wrong place. So yeah, I'll probably continue in this video. Tomorrow I'm gonna film or try to do some more on that LoadUp app, because I'm really new to that app. So that's probably, the more I learn about it, the more I'll learn how it operates. I could kind of pass that on to viewers on how you get the jobs. And another thing about LoadUp too is, and you'll probably find videos on YouTube that they explain this better than I could explain, is on how you have to do your purchase orders, because most of the apps is automatic. The pay and all that. It's just, it shows you the pay, and then you do the job, and then it automatically sets up that pay in your account, and then you can do direct deposit or whatever. With the LoadUp, it's a little bit different. You have to get, I got SquareUp, the SquareUp app, and a SquareUp card. And what I do is you send them the purchase orders. So you have to do it through a purchase order, and then once they confirm the purchase order, then you can get your money through SquareUp. So that's a little bit different, and it's a little more complicated. But what I'll do is I'll try to explain a little bit of that tomorrow, and a little bit how the app works, because in those cases you also have to have people confirm certain things and take pictures of the items and all that, and before you can finish and complete the order. Anyway, well, it's a nice day out today. It's been real nice here in mid-September. The weather here is much more, it's nice and cool. It's still warm and sunny, but it's cool. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of the day, and hope everything's great for all you guys out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.